Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
On second down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Aggies! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. A first down for the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. The Bulldogs will keep this drive going. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. 2nd down coming up.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over 1st and 10.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 21, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the give off the left side. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
I mean, are you so worried about what could go wrong on fourth down that you're going to try to punt on third down in case of, I don't know, bad snap or something? That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Unleashes it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And if I'm the running back, I'm there, listen, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Trying to get to him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. They go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
This is a designed run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Texas A&M going quickly.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Touchdown. Texas A&M.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Feeling some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gaucho. Tuna.
Going up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. Running through contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping it.
Got his man quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's going to take off. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Arrow.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Okay, ready?
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
29.
They'll try to pound their way in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Georgia.
Ready up.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2.
Flip. Pass. Alert, alert. Check, check.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulldogs!
The big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys, who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point was good. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia 7.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Flex. Unlock. Load. Yep.
Wide out in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Bully ball on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run for it on 4th down. And the Dogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Dogs pick up the 1st down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between the quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Georgia 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll go right back to him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Georgia 14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. They're bringing heat. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
With the catch, it's White. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one,
and it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on second down and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They're facing a 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
When trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Wide receiver shows motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's White. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. White out in motion. Quarterback will audible. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense kick.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The back goes in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended.
Texas A&M, number 23.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Georgia, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
Coming out with it, it's Harvey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.